Suspiria. Suspiria. You're probably wondering what I'm doing. As I'm doing some films from Daros to Daros, the director, why not this one? A classic. Shot in 1977, Suspiria. And the reason why I'm doing it like that, if you ever remember the original 1977 theatrical trailer, that's how they marketed it. Honest, I'm not making this up. This is how they marketed Suspiria, and it is a dud. Like I said again, so in 1977, Daros de Daros did this film, Suspiria. It's a brutally shot film, but his mouth is shot and set, and it's so stylish. It is a stylish, colourful, beautiful, murder mystery, supernatural horror film. And it really is. It really is. Again, like Deep Red, you've got this beautiful suspense bit of music. And it's beautifully done, the music. It's hard to explain in this, I praise some of it. But again, copyright. But I love it. I love Suspiria. I remember seeing it once. And it's a dud. Again, like I say, it's in 77. It's a dud. You got, like I say, that beautiful bit of music, and then you starts off, it's in a ballet stool. That's like a ballet stool, you know, if you want to learn to be a dancer, like a ballerina. And you've got one dude who's on the run. But before all that, you've got this one dude in it who's basically the main character. And I like the way in the film they make her more like a stew girl. They make her look young. I mean, she's not down to be sexy and all this, but she's pretty. And it's just like a kind of innocence and a stew sort of girl and lung girl about her. And she's suffering to want to be a ballet dancer. But like me, I used to be a ballet dancer. But yeah, she wants to be a ballet dancer. That's ballet, not belly, right? But on the road, it's peeing it down, it's totally raining, you get a bit of music, which is very hard to explain. It goes, dee, 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 dee. Oh, I can't even do it. I can't do it justice if I did. But if you like the theme tune to Deep Red, this also has like a taxi bit of music. One road, she's on the car there, and she sees a dude running, begging for help. But before that, she sees him running out. The dude goes to her mate's house, and along the road, you don't see it, but you get the idea she gets murdered. Her and her mate gets killed. Very bloody, very fine, very graphic. And I do believe originally it was definitely cut, but me having the uncut one, you do see it. It's hard to explain, but you do get two very gruesome, graphic death scenes in it. Which again, typical of Daros to Daros. He was very good at doing that. But he's very good at always making these very stylish, slick films. He has a way about him when he directs a film. He has a way. So the dude is in the ballet thing. You got ideas, something supernatural is going on. It's not all together people wanting to learn to be a fucking dancer. You know what I mean? It's people basically not just there to be dancers, because there's stains deaths and stains murders on the way. You know what I mean? There's one scene in it where the girl is trying to get away, she's trying to shut this door, and I love to see where the things had a pusty angle, and again you don't see it, but she gets killed. I think that she gets killed, but I know she gets a very gruesome death. So it's basically like them, but it's kind of good, is it too much blood and gore? You do get blood and gore, but it's more stylish. It's not just an excuse to show blood and gore. You know what I mean? There's more to Suspiria than that. There's more to it, and I like the girl in it. You know, like I say, very pretty and very childlike. Again, you do get a bit of that music again, and you do get hints on the way that something's going to happen. You know what I mean? Something's going to happen. Now, she does meet an old man on the way, right? She meets an old man on the way. Don't be dog, it's me heading distracting, right? She meets an old man on the way, and he tells her a story about witch stuff. You know, witches and witch stuff. And that's when you get the idea that in the place where she's learning to be a dancer, well, she's already a dancer, but you know what I mean, she's doing a dancing and all that. You've got the idea that these women who are teaching the women to be ballet dancers are witches. They're witches. So they're not just, they produce teachers. And there's an evil woman spirit who's one of the ones who's UFO. Now they've got these, the Muffer series, because apparently there was another one. It's kind of a sequel, which, funny enough, it's in the video Nastier. That being Inferno, which came out in 1980. Inferno was also a video nasty, but was considered the sequel to Suspiria. Which is funny because you've ever seen that, it's a totally different fucking film. But it was called The Mother Series, and this was the first one, Suspiria. So the Duke axes on that something's happening, that her mates are all getting killed and really gruesome deaths. And so she finds out there's a hidden part in the Barry stew, a hidden part. She goes in it, right? She goes in it, and that's when she finds what's going on. There are bits where they're trying to brainwash her and they're trying to drug her up, and basically they're trying to brainwash her because they're onto what she's knowing. But she finds it, she finds the secret door. The only bit is basically the ending. I think the ending's a bit anticlimactic. What happens is the invisible spirit's on the killer. She gets a knife, she manages to see what it looks like. She stabs the fucker. The stew, for some reason, don't ask me why, burns down. The witches all get burnt. She gets out alive. Happy ending for the duo. The end. The end. And I just find that ending a bit anticlimactic and how she does it, you know. She just finds her mates all want to be gruesomely, bloodily murdered. You get the aftershocks that they all got a gruesome, horrible death. But I just felt they sort of put a bit more to the ending. A bit more, but it's one of them. I can't rant it. I just thought the ending was a bit anticlimactic, if you know what I mean. Big word for me. But I still like it. I like the main character who's the dir in it. Again, very pretty. There's a bit in it where she kills, I think it's a bat actually. Yeah, I think it's a scene where a bat's attacking her. And she puts a blanket on it and she whacks its head. So I thought there was no need for that. Granted, we all know it was special effects. It wasn't a cannibal holocaust and all that. We're killing animals for real. You know what I mean? So I just felt that scene weren't really needed. We need to see her killing a fucking bat. But I still like the film. You know, Suspiria to me is a very carefully made film. Dario definitely knows how to make a stylish, slick film, and it is very stylish. It's beautifully shot. It's very colourful. I like the way he does it. It's hard to explain, but he mixes the colours. There's bits where it's in red, it's all red. There's bits where it's green. There's bits where it's blue. And if you ever remember me reviewing Psycho 3, there's bits of me that always wondered whether Anthony Perkins was a big fan of Daros the Daros films. And you're probably wondering why I say that, because if you've ever seen Psycho 3, and we all know Anthony Perkins, may he rest in peace, not only was the star as Norman Bates, but directed the film. He directed Psycho 3. And there's bits in that where it does have red, it has green, it has blue, a lot in Psycho 3. And there's always bits of me what wondered whether Anthony Burton saw this film, Suspiria, because it does have that similarity. There's bits where it's red, there's bits where it's green. It's hard to explain unless I saw the film. But you know I can't because of copyright. I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. But again, it's a beautifully shot film. The ending, like I say, is anticlimactic. The stew gets burnt down. You get that beautiful music again. End of fucking movie. But I love Suspiria. Again, if you like tacit, supernatural, suspenseful, fantasy type of, I say not fantasy, but I say more supernatural type of old school stylish horror films, then Suspiria's the film for you. Shot in 1977. It's a very carefully made film. Into then, I'll see you soon. But before then, an 11-star rating because Suspiria is definitely a good film. Into then, I'll see you soon.